I've got mine too. H2O. Nature's Starbucks.
Nature's a Starbucks. Hey, we're live.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I know some people have been waiting there in the chat, so thanks for your patience.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so we've got our episode sneaking in right here at the end of the month. We're going to look at a bunch more of your guys' kits that you sent in. We still got a dozen or so.
Oh, man. Cool.
They're all of alphabetical order, and the first one we've got today is actually the first of the M's, so like alphabetical, we're like halfway through, but
okay,
there was a lot more before that, so it's not totally even.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you?
Yeah, man, doing good. I'm thinking, don't have too much work going on right now, so it's actually lessening how much time I have to work on the Zeta. So I'm trying to plan just my weekends to work on it. But it's getting there, and I'm thinking it will be done in time, possibly a month ahead of time. So that's going to be really cool. Yeah.
So that means now you're going to be thinking about what else can you do with the kit in that month's time.
No. Shut my mouth. I'm not thinking of anything extra. I got a base for it. Where is this? This is one of those.
Did you get that base that we were talking about?
The Goken base? Yep.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Nice.
And this is a generic Zeta, and he'll just go on top. Where can I back this up? Yep, it's just a simple little base like that, and nothing too flashy. But of course, I want to put these. I've got some little teeny tiny plow plate, or like what did I use? Some little plow rod and stuff. Some little railings to put on top of it like that, just to give it a little bit of detail. But I'm not going to go too crazy with that.
You got a month, man. Why not go crazy on it?
That's it. Get ready for a magnetized floating Zeta with spinning arms.
Oh. Please don't talk anything about spinning, please. I'm totally sick of it.
So good.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, man, it's going to be really cool. Yeah, I swear I'm probably going to cry if I actually finish it. There's just, so much time and so much emotion built into it. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that, like, in your mind, you were almost done before the deadline last year, and how much work you've done since then.
Yes, I know. I almost had it done and almost got on the plane. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it just goes to show that you can think of more things to do when you have more time. But I'm glad that I didn't get it done, because this is all the details and stuff. These are the things. This is the level that I wanted it to go at. So even if I could think of anything more now, I don't have anything, because this is kind of like my ultimate level. So I'm happy with it. Yeah. And I didn't do LEDs all the way through, just the head, because I'm not doing that Sananju LED crap again. It took too much time. 27 or 32 of them or something.
I mean, I don't know. There's some designs where like LEDs all the way through. I mean, like having a bunch of LEDs looks cool, but I'm personally not really big into LEDs on a kit. Sometimes they look really cool, but I think just the head probably be enough.
Yeah, and even the head, when I turn it on, it looks cool, but they can distract from the overall entry because it's so bright. So I still haven't decided if I'm going to turn it on when I have it down. We'll see.
Use it for like just some photographs and stuff, but then like on display, just don't bother with it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And the first bunch I put in, I'm not too good at doing soldering, and I don't know the logic of LEDs. So, I turn it on, and I got a full battery pack with 3 AA's. I'm going all the way through. 2 LEDs in his head, and I turned it on for about 20 minutes, and then I went over and checked it. And a good way of checking if something's hot is your lips are actually more sensitive than your fingers. So I just touched the head to my lips, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's getting hot. And so I had to put a resistor in, and the resistor works, but I'm glad I checked, so he just didn't end up with like this melted Two-Face Batman face.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sad. Battle damage. Real-time battle damage.
Be like one of those Facebook posts where you see like people doing real battle damage with all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah, I melted mine with an LED.
Yeah, man, I build my battle damage in. Yeah, it has to take a few hours for it to kick in. The judge goes to leave, and he's like, oh, that's a nice clean build. And I'm like, hey, you might want to wait a little bit.
Real-time melting. No, we should also, before we get started, we have to mention about your PDF release.
Oh, yeah.
About that just earlier today.
Yeah, so I decided all of my Zeta work in progress. I basically have been putting that up over the last year, and I had an idea the other day because some people have said, "Man, I wish these albums were all together in one PDF or something." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And I realized that some people don't go back and look at all my photo albums, so I put it all together in a PDF. It ended up being about 170 pages. There's like 800 photos, and I put it all together so that everybody can download it from my website. And what I wanted to do is offer it to everybody at a pay what you want kind of pricing. So there's one all the way up to $25, so you can pick whatever you want, and you just set the amount, and you get a download link. So I just put that up about an hour ago, and it's cool. So heaps of people are downloading it already, so it's really rad.
Yeah, very cool. I've been out this evening and busy, so I haven't had a chance to take a look at it. I mean, I've seen a bunch of the work in progress photos over time, but yeah, I definitely want to check that out.
Yeah,
it's a really cool idea.
Yeah, and it's the first time I've got. There's a couple photos in there of the Zeta fully standing there in just basic paint. So it's the first released photos of the Zeta. Oh, oh man,
there's still time for a few last minute changes.
Yeah, oh man, no. And I made 172 pages, so I went through the contents page and worked out how you can actually make it so you can click on the sections. So if anybody downloads it, you can click on the sections and it'll zoom you to the spot, so you're not scrolling all the time. So that should help.
So yeah, guys. That's just on your website, just joshuadara.com,
and you'll see the Zeta work in progress book. Yeah, so go check it out. Yeah.
Also, I want to announce that I've kind of mentioned this, I don't know, like the last couple episodes of Gunpla Talk, I think, but on the 1st, which will be Wednesday, right? It's going to be kind of a big day. Thursday, June 1st, Thursday, I'll have a kind of big announcement video that I'll put up on that day, and also announcing a giveaway at that time. Going to be giving away 3 master grades.
Yes.
So, yeah, Thursday. I've got a lot of stuff I need to do before then. But why don't we get going on some kits here?
Yeah, cool.
That we're getting into it here. This first one, I got a lot of photos from this guy, but I think, just checking, I think they're all photos of the same kit. So it's not a bunch of different kits. It's all one kit, but I have a bunch of photos of them. I'll give you a hint. It's a perfect grade, and that should narrow it down where you can
double O riser.
Nope.
Double O riser? No. Red frame.
No.
Ah, damn it. Strike Freedom?
Nope.
Mark II.
Wow. No.
Oh, this is great. Have I got 2 more to go? Zaku?
Zaku?
Yeah?
No.
I forgot about the unicorn.
You forgot about the unicorn.
I'm going through the old school perfect grades.
No,
I like this old.
It's the perfect grade unicorn here, and this is looking really nice.
Really
sorry,
nice.
I should say who this is by. This is from Mark Dunmore. Anyway, so that's the MD Model Works, I guess. I don't know if he has a Facebook page or anything, but if you guys maybe Google MD Model Works, maybe you can see this stuff. Anyway, Mark Dunmore, his name. Really nice looking paint.
That's cool. Yeah, the weathering is great.
Yeah, it's nice that it's a very big kit, so you can get that really fine weathering on it.
Yeah, because that makes the scaling right for the weathering, which is really rare to see. Just because it's hard to do teeny weathering.
Yeah. So I quite really like the weathering on this, because when you look at it like from here, it's really super subtle. Like from.
And this is the kind of thing that if you saw it in person, like from this distance, you're like, oh, cool, it looks a bit shaded. And then you get up close and the details start to come out. That's cool.
You can see it a bit more, like here on the shield too, but yeah.
And he's got the streaking going as well.
It's just like a little bit of chipping, and then the tiny little bits of rust streaking here and there. Now obviously he's done a bunch of pre-shading on there as well. It kind of helps with that.
Yeah. That's nice.
And little details. I don't know if he maybe used that metal detail set for this. It kind of looks like that.
Okay.
He did that himself, or that's that set.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
I'm pretty sure there was a metal detail up set for this kit that came out. Maybe that's what that is. Anyway, the little metal details look nice. I think that's, again, that helps because it's a really big kit.
Yeah, they're small enough. Yeah.
Personally, I'm not always a big fan of those, but
we got Mark in the chat. Hey, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said, yeah, I did use the set.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Mark, if you have, I don't know if you can put a link in the chat. I remember someone last time said you can't, but Mark, if you have a Facebook page or something like that, you can throw that there in the chat.
Yeah,
people to check that out.
Yeah.
Also, like the decals are all looking really nice as well.
And not too. The decals are nice and small for the size, which makes them good because they don't pop out too much. Once again, it takes a little bit of time. You look at it and they start to pop out, which is cool. Oh yeah, unicorn mode, nice.
You can see, looking really nice.
Oh man, Mark, you must have had fun taking these photos. Getting that light down. And now, has he got, is that slightly different coloring on some of the panels, or has he maybe just added more, like on the shoulder that says AE, there's that panel that looks a little bit more sepia, and I don't know if that's from the streaking or actually painted a different color, but that would be one armor piece, I think.
I imagine that would be streaking, and I think that's probably some filtering like we were talking about.
Yeah.
That he's done. So I don't know, maybe Mark can answer it in the chat, but it looks like he did some filtering on that to get some different
He
tones.
just replied and said on Facebook, look for MD ModelWorks. So M for Mary, D for dog, ModelWorks. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, really cool. I like that. It looks like, I think.
And he said there's enamel filters that he's used.
Yeah, cool. I think, it didn't do anything on the Psycho frame. It doesn't look like. I'm trying to tell if maybe, because I know some people sometimes spray some like fluorescent paint or something like that on the Psycho frame as well. And on the previous pictures, it didn't look like anything, but on this really close-up one, it looks like maybe. It's great that we've got it in the chat because it can actually.
I know, it's great
in real time. So Mark, if you did any sort of painting or anything on the Psycho frame, let us know because I'm kind of curious to find out. It looks like maybe he did paint something on there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of something on there. Yeah, or he's going to be annoyed to notice that, and he'll be like, "No, damn it, that was some scratching."
Well, that's what it looks like because that's why I think that maybe he painted something on there because it looks like that is a little bit of paint scratched on there. Oh man, I said it just frosted slightly. With the matte clear. Yeah, that sucks. That's the one thing about painting a unicorn kit. It's like a kit. Usually on kits, like you can top coat just once you put everything together. But if you want to keep that glossy Psycho frame, you have to like top coat all the parts separately and then put it together.
Of course, and then get it in there, and then and I think you put it together in unicorn mode most of the time, don't you? That's the kind of the base instructions, and then you have to.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I guess you can do that.
Yeah. Just
spray it in unicorn mode.
Well, I was going to give this a 9 out of 10, but because of that scratch mark, you're getting a 1 out of 10. Sorry, buddy.
No. This is really quite nice. One thing I did notice here is that it looks like there's not really any weathering like on the beam saber handles. So I did notice that, and it looked just like a little bit distracting. Not really distracting, but
just a tiny bit. I'm sure Mark either just was overdoing all the details on such a big kit and was like, okay, I can't be bothered, or just like he might have forgotten it or something like that to the last minute. Because I know that feeling for sure.
There's a lot of parts there, so you can imagine how could have maybe missed that.
And Jeff Longman mentioned that he got a print of this unicorn. So check out Mark's Facebook because it looks like you can get prints of these photos, which is great.
Cool. Definitely one of the nicest PG unicorns I think that I've seen.
Yeah. There's probably, I think it was Naoki did one that was in the GHL or G whatever. Similar sort of feel, but this is definitely up there for sure.
It looks really, really similar to the one that was like when the kit came out. It was like on the cover of Dengeki Hobby Magazine or Hobby Japan, one of those two.
Yeah,
had like a really slightly weathered up one on the cover. It's really nice.
And Mark said that he forgot that, and after 60 hours of chipping, he was burnt out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Sounds like you're just a little bit lazy, Mark. Gosh.
Yeah, geez.
No way. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Cool. Nice one.
This next one we only have one photo of.
Okay.
To contrast that. So this one is from Mera Knight, as in like MERA Knight, as in like a knight of the round table. It's one picture, but there's 3 kits in it. So won't have you guess because they're all kind of really random.
Tri-stars?
No, they're not related at all. You're never gonna guess it. So I'll just throw this up here on the screen. Hang on. There are a couple other like little Converge and Gashapon figures around it, but this would look like that one in the back. I think that's the Slaughter Dagger, I want to say.
I never remember those ones.
HG, it's one of those, really obscure HG seed kits.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. One of those.
And is that a Dark Matter on the right, or is Amazing Exia?
Yeah, Amazing Exia, and then just the Revive Gundam, I want to say. Looks like.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Revive. I like the G3 sort of colors, the grays and the blues. They're cool, of course, because that's just Zeta colors to me. But
it's all painted up in some different color schemes there.
Yeah, cool.
Looks like they could do with some panel lining on there. I would recommend that. I don't know if maybe they're not totally done. Maybe since taking this picture, he has done some panel lining, but definitely.
Yeah, a bit of, especially on the Amazing as well, on the white parts. It pop out the detail a bit more. Yeah, but remember, they look like they're matte painted, so don't try and panel line over the matte because it's really hard to clean up. And if you use a panel wash, it will spread all over the armor. So don't do that.
Yeah. So what? I mean, I guess you would just have to gloss coat the whole thing again.
Yeah. Which is cool that you can actually do that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I need to make in my frequently asked questions series. I need to make one about like the steps of things because I get asked that a lot.
Yeah. And that's something that I know, but only because I've been painting for a few years. When you don't know, you have no idea.
Yeah. So even if you've already put on your like final matte top coat, you can still go back and gloss coat it. So. Would definitely recommend that. And I mean, decals or no decals, I mean, that's kind of a personal taste thing, I guess. I mean, like panel lining, I would say, is sort of required, right? I mean, that's
it makes
really helps a lot.
Like a toy.
Decals, though, I mean, it's a personal thing. If it was me, I'd want to add some decals on there, but that just depends on whatever he wants to do, right? That's definitely got some on the right track with the color layout.
Sure, yeah, especially the RX. That's great.
Yep. So, I mean, it's
man, keep going.
All right, Michael. These are from, let's see, one kit, right? Yeah, one kit from Michael Francisco. And I'll tell you that it's an Astray variant.
Blue frame.
Nope.
Green frame.
No.
Amatsu.
Yes.
Yes. Nailed it. First shot.
Right? I think that's right. That's the. No, right?
Oh no.
That's sorry. Sengoku Astray. Sorry.
Sengoku, but with gold frame. So I was correct because I predicted that he would gold.
See, you had that gold frame in your mind, but he just kind of threw you off there with this painting on that.
Got me.
It looks like, let's go through some of these pictures. It looks like the kit is not fully painted. He just painted some of those parts in gold and then just panel lined on the white plastic is what it looks like.
I remember doing it. When I was starting out, I'd paint all the yellow bits, like say on a Mark II, I'd paint those in gold because I was having fun with gold paint. But I wouldn't paint the rest,
So it's an interesting, like kind of variation of that red frame.
The gold does look cool with the red and the white.
I kind of wish though that all of the red would be gold.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think if it was,
I like it on the lower legs, the back of the legs being, or the side of the legs, I think, being red. I like that.
You can see here.
Let's see. Yeah, I like that little bit of red coming down on the legs. I like that. Yeah.
Now you can see the back of the legs is not the same. The vents on this side are gold, and the vents on the other side are red.
Asymmetry. That's what it is.
It doesn't seem like it's on purpose, but I kind of wonder. Maybe he ran out of paint. That's always possible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that was just done by spray paint. So spray paint does, one of the negative points is that it does tend to run out at the worst possible time.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally.
And then kind of wish that the gold on the swords wasn't the same gold, but I guess, I don't know. I mean, if I was airbrushing that, I would make it different tones of gold, just because to make it different from the frame. But that ugly molded gold is just ugly, unfortunately.
It kind of works to having it be yellow because it stands out from the other gold. But if it was maybe painted in a yellow or a goldy yellow like that, that'd be cool.
And that's no fault of his. That's just that horrible color that Benda uses.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Just creative, using some different colors.
And I'm pretty sure that kit doesn't come with 4 swords. I don't think.
I wouldn't think so, because the normal Astray just comes with 2.
I don't remember. Anyway, I don't think that kit came with 4 swords. I'm sure someone will let us know in the chat. It was not a kit that I was really not a design that I was ever really all that into. I do know though that those big giant hand things on the side of the arm are supposed to be black.
Yeah. Oh man, good covering.
So he painted those white. You can see here in this photo that the white maybe that he painted that is slightly different than the white plastic. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that's tough with white. It's tough to get it true white.
Yeah, to match that for sure.
Yeah.
But it took us a while to notice that. So
really, I was thinking before, I'm like, you red or something? I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, trying out some different colors for some different bits on the design. It's cool. Alrighty. This. This is a master grade wing kit.
Wing 0 Proto.
No.
Tallgeese.
Huh?
Tallgeese?
Tallgeese?
No. Death Scythe?
Huh?
Death Scythe?
No.
Sandrock?
No.
Oh gosh. What's the one with the missile pods in his shoulders?
Heavy Arms.
Heavy Arms.
No.
I
can imagine why you maybe wouldn't have guessed this one.
I have that one, but I wouldn't have guessed that.
Because it's not one of the leads.
Yeah.
I think it's like the only antagonist mobile suit that we have from the series. Sort of antagonist.
Is this one of the only baddies?
In the master grade line, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on. I mean, I guess the Tallgeese is sort of.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I guess.
I have no idea. I don't know the story behind him. Yeah.
I think it's quite gray in the story, right? Because Hero sort of like almost becomes kind of a bad guy, but he's kind of like the main good guy. But he's never really all that good. But it's kind of weird. Anyway.
That sounds like a good guy. To make it interesting.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I can understand why you wouldn't have guessed this one straight off the bat. Epyon is maybe not the first one you'd think of.
That's like full metallic. It looks like the red.
Looks like the red is a metallic red, and the black is just like a really high gloss black.
Because it's normally normally a darker maroon color.
Yeah. And I think the main kit had a few more bits of yellow in it. Like I think these little stripe bits here on the shoulder, I think are yellow on the original kit.
Ah, you might be right.
If I remember correctly. You have it. You should know.
Jeez, what am I doing?
I think he did take maybe a few parts that on the original kit were maybe yellow and maybe white. I think on the wings too also had bits of either yellow or white in there. It looks like maybe he's just changed that all to black. The only really bits that are still white, it looks like, is just the thighs, maybe, which are...
Oh, yeah, they were that white kind of gray color, hey?
And just kind of that metallic silver now. Trying to see on the chest, though. I think the chest piece is also... is that just plain white?
Yeah, white, maybe?
I couldn't tell if that was just a glare from the light or...
Yeah. I can't remember what that piece is in the original kit.
On the original kit, I'm pretty sure that is white. Which almost makes it sort of look like he just didn't paint that part.
Yeah.
Just left it white.
Yeah, because there's no other white really on it.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. I do recommend, though, if displaying it on a black base, because the red kind of, because it matches the red on the rest of the kit, it kind of makes it feel like it's a part of the kit, and you want it to be separate so that it feels like it's flying around. Yeah, so that's a tiny little recommendation.
Yeah, it looks like the stand is part of it when you kind of want the stand to be as invisible as possible.
Yeah, so like a clear or a black or something. The black would probably actually match the other black, so you'd probably want to go a clear.
Yeah, just or gray. Have it just
gray
looking. Yeah. But I mean, I can say that glossy, like metallics and gloss black, it's not easy to make it look very clean. And from what we can see in the photos, it does look clean, not with a bunch of dust or anything in it.
Yeah, and the thighs as well, the silver thighs. Yeah, that would be a tough job to do. And this kit, the legs, there's so many parts that can rub on each other because it's almost like it has 3 sets of knees.
Yeah.
That's great.
You'd really have to be careful with that. Those, I can't tell if those are, and I can't remember how much the kit comes with decals, sticker decals, or dry transfers.
Dry transfer, yeah.
I'm sure some of those are dry transfers, but some of them, it's kind of hard to tell in the photos. It looks like some of them are just like the sticker decals, so you can kind of see the outline of them. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Not really. But like some of this one, like that, maybe, if that's a dry transfer or something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. But after just snapping up and reviewing the Tallgeese 3 kit, man, I would hate to have to do all the seam line removal on that whip. It's like each one of those links, 10 of them.
That's right. Yep.
Each one is just sandwiched. So you have to just... wouldn't really be all that bad, I guess. But would not be fun.
Yeah, that's why I think that's why when I was starting out, I would try and turn any panel, any like seam lines into a detail and like carve out a hole or something like that, just to save me even having to think about it.
Did you have one of those like bevel chisels to go along the edge?
Bevel chisel, yep. Yeah.
I don't know if is that what they're called, but you know what I mean. I should say, I don't think I mentioned who the Tallgeese was by Nicholas Schrupp. I don't think I said that before. So.
Oh, cool.
This one is by Othikent the Mad. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing Othikent. I guess that's right. The Mad. So an online handle more than his name, I'd imagine. But this is a little diorama.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Has it got any petite guys?
No petite guys, but there's a petite gal.
Petite gal?
In there. Let me see. And I think there's maybe a petite guy. It's kind of hard to see. I think that's a petite guy and a petite gal in there.
Okay. On a petite date.
Huh?
On a petite date. Dinner date.
Something. It doesn't quite look like that, but here you go.
Wait, what?
You can see there in front of the house, there's a little petite gal here.
Oh, there is
a little petite guy down here.
Petite guy, the original. Oh, Zach, nice one. You got me.
Gotcha.
Oh man.
That looks like that the HG Builders parts, 1/100 scale figures. I think those come with Sailor Mass figure.
Okay. Yeah.
Which that's what that looks like. Could be wrong,
Okay.
but that kit is a 1/144 scale kit. So, and that scale looks right. So that means it's a 1/144 scale figure.
Yeah,
So
cool.
yeah, the 1/140. There's the HG Builders part set for the 1/144 scale figures too, isn't there?
I would think so.
Let me check. HG Builders parts. What's that set called? It's not called figures. That set's got some weird name. Damn. I forget now.
Yeah, they're hard to look at.
But wait, I found it though. So hang on. Oh, it is called figure. Figure. What's that? Oh. Figure. Okay, here, let me share this. It's a set that I don't know if a lot of people know that it exists.
Yeah, I remember seeing this a couple times. Yeah. Because we never get 1/44 figures except in RG kits, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, see here, there's that Sailor Mass figure.
Yeah, that one there. Yeah.
And I think that shit. Gunpla UK. I think that other figure in the diorama is maybe this one with the guy with his arms outstretched like that.
Yeah.
Looks like. Let me check. No, it's different. Anyway, one of those, I guess. Maybe you just change the angle of the arm, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, you could just chop that and glue it back on.
One pointed down and then one pointed up. Let's go back to the diorama pictures. Here you go. But it also doesn't look like he's wearing a helmet in this picture, so I don't know. Could be totally wrong. There's a close-up of that. That one's definitely that figure. But there's no close-up photo of the guy. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the diorama overall.
Man, I haven't done anything like this. I have some Studio Ghibli. Is it the Castle in the Sky, the robots? And
yeah.
but I'd love to do some of those and put them in grass and have moss and stuff on them. It'd be fun. Yes. Like mushing a kit in like this.
I have that kit as well, and I was just thinking about that like last week. I was looking at that kit, thinking like, I really want to get around to actually building that kit.
I know.
It's a really cool design. I love that robot design.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see you would have seen the one at the Ghibli Museum in Japan?
I haven't been there.
You have been there?
I haven't been there. I need to go there.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's like a life-size one up on the top, and there's all grass all around it. It's cool.
Yeah, I really need to go there. Maybe next time. Really hoping to go in November, but we'll have to see.
Oh yeah, is it the Japan GBWC, the expo?
Yep.
Yes, that's right. I wanted to go last year and I couldn't go. Damn it. And I'll try and meet you over there this time. I'd like to do a trip in November as well.
Hope so. I'm just trying to convince my wife. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah. Are you wanting to take her and little fella, or just you?
Well, she would like that. Like, if I'm gonna go, then to take them too.
Yeah,
but the problem is like what I want to do there would mean like going around like quite busy, as I've done like the past couple trips, and it's not really good for like taking around it'll be 2 at the time, taking around a 2-year-old.
Or even just another human, because they're just going to have to keep up with you, and you're stopping in shops and filming and stuff. And even if she was going with you, she'd have to have her own things to do. Yeah.
She'd hate them. Yeah. Should not be interested in that.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, man, good luck. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes, yeah. But it's a cool diorama.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I like the idea of it, for sure. I think maybe it could do with a little more finesse. I mean, I'm not really good at dioramas, so I've zero experience in these kind of dioramas. It looks, even to do something like this, looks quite difficult for me.
Yep. I mean, what I love about it, if you go back to that photo before, where it's the full shot, number 3, what I like is the sense of scale. Is it that one, or maybe it was a little bit lower, the photo, that angle? Yeah, number 1.
No?
So if they did this diorama, they could have had flat grass and they could have had the robot just on the ground. But because they put the mound up, it makes it seem bigger scale-wise. So you look at this and it looks like a huge robot compared to the house. So I think that's really well done, having the mound. Yeah.
All the scale looks quite good, like you said, yeah. And the road and the grass and the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, that looks great.
It looks like really huge. You can see there's this, I didn't show this.
Oh, little grave site.
So maybe that's what he did to cut off the helmet of that Umro figure.
Yeah.
Swap it with a different head, because I think one of the other heads is just a normal head.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man, it's a good bit of story here. The good old pilot didn't make it. And are they charging it up, or are they using the power from the GM?
I think it's maybe using the power from the generator. It looks like what that's kind of supposed to be. One thing that I really like about it is that it's actually set into the ground, sunken in there. I've seen other like similar kind of dioramas where it's just like sitting on top of the ground and it doesn't look as natural.
Yeah, totally.
But on the other hand, I think if it's like that sunken into the ground, it would be a lot messier and just like overgrown with plants and things more than it is. Still, a lot of the paint still looks like quite clean and intact.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can tell that, I mean, there's just not a whole lot of vegetation around anywhere. But it does seem like the kit would maybe be a little bit worse off looking than it is if it was already that sunken into the ground, you know?
Yeah, and that's interesting with dioramas and weathering in particular, how you have this, if you do one thing, then the other things have to combo with it and be results of that original thing. So that's something to keep in mind. But if it's just for fun, just for yourself, then don't worry about that too much. That's more complicated stuff. Yeah.
I mean, like, you really have to sort of imagine that, like, in the real world, like, how would this be affected by this, and how would this go with this? What would happen to that over time? I like the like other kind of little bits scattered over here on the side, though.
Tip of the rifle, and the other leg, the little ankle armor. That's great. Yeah, and I like the little house too. That would have been fun to put together.
Yeah, and we should note, like, I think the painting on that is quite nice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that looks like that might be pla plate that's got the ribbing on it, the grooves.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think
because I get pla plate like that for doing some vents. That's actually a cool little way to make a little mini house really quick. Yeah,
have that kind of shed.
I mean, I'm trying to work out the generator thing. What part is that? Is that from a beam rifle or something?
Yeah, I think it looks like this parts of the beam spray gun.
Beam spray gun. Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell there.
Yeah, man, this is great. This is good.
And see, like, the other like circle vent or circle part on like the side of the ankle armor there with the like bush grown out of it.
Yeah, that's something only Gunpla builders would recognize. That's cool.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Man, that was a good one. I like that. I still haven't dove into dioramas myself.
Yeah. It's a whole, I mean, like, that's the idea that I have in my head that I would really like to make for GBWC would require a lot of that, and it's just like a really big step there.
Man,
really.
And then the people who are adding water in, and they're like setting their finished kit with all the painting and details, setting in there and just pouring resin in, and I'm like, it would be so scary.
I think maybe hang on. I think I maybe put this in the wrong folder or something.
Okay. As in, we've looked at it before, or this is from somewhere else?
As in, I don't think this was sent to me.
Oh.
That's all right. I think this is maybe something that just like I bookmarked.
You liked?
Yeah, it's just like, like from Modeler's G or something, where you're just like saving photos of someone else's kit. Either way, let's look at this kit because this is actually one of my favorite builds.
Oh, okay.
Just ever.
Let's see if you've got good taste.
Please.
Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Oh,
this one. This is from PD02A. I think this was maybe just something I just saved off ModelSG or something. I wanted to talk about it.
So that's Zulu base?
Yeah, based on the Zulu.
Zulu.
The aquatic one.
Oh yeah, because it's got the front pouch thing.
I want to go here. I love it much more kind of without the backpack.
Oh, just damn,
it's really cool. What I think one of the reasons why I really love this is because it looks like something out of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Mm-hmm.
Really has that kind of styling of like the B&B core from the game there.
Super military. Oh, and the colors are great, like that yellowy green, that khaki sort of green, or even tan, I guess it would be.
Yeah. Like for the armor panels, like on the knee, on the what's that armor paneling called? I forget. Where it's like you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do. I can never remember the name.
Someone in the chat, let us know. That kind of like extra armor paneling that comes from like tank models or tanks that did that. But yeah, that someone is pointing out there in the chat, that huge backpack part is from it's an armored core set actually. This crazy thing. And that also sort of adds to like the Metal Gear Solid look of it actually, because that is something really ridiculous that you'd expect from like some Metal Gear Solid boss.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. This is how I feel with some kits. Even just the weapons that are included with it can take away from it. Like I think I like this more when it's just on its own. It's more of a pure sense to it. Yeah.
This tubing there is really super cool though. I love that.
Yeah, the texture on that's cool.
And I like just the little bits of red. It's like that really bright red there on the thrusters on the backpack, and then like on, let's see.
Oh yeah, there you go.
On the top of the backpack, on the side of the head, just a tiny little red bits there.
And go back to where the backpack's on.
Here.
Yeah, I think, or maybe the one from behind. Where that was, where you can see the hosing. But the full like spread arm thing. It's just that I noticed that there you go. It seems like they've used more of the tan color on the big backpack thing, just to separate it a little bit from the main MS, which is good.
Yeah, like it looks like a totally different like brown color for that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, I like. Here we go. It's just the plain little suit there. Yeah, I like that definitely. And I did a really similar thing with my Master Grade Psycho Zaku.
Oh yeah, that looked great.
On the backpack, I used totally different colors that I didn't use at all on the mobile suit, so it looked like the backpack and the mobile suit were like totally separate things, totally stuck together. So it looks like you did a kind of similar thing here with this. All the colors on the backpack are not any colors that appear on the mobile suit. But yeah, anyway, I just love all the modifications of this too.
Totally.
I'm sure, and I can't remember where it was. I'd have to go back and check again, that I've seen like work in progress photos on it, and the work in progress photos are really super nice when you see it like in that beautiful surfacer phase. You can see all the little details and stuff of everything.
So good, yeah. And the other thing is, like, before the surfacer phases, I like seeing the kit bash parts, all the multiple colors. So he'd have like blue and maybe some green bits, and they're all kind of sanded with a little bit of primer and putty. You see all the colors together. I like that. That's my new favorite kind of stage too. Yeah.
Yep. Someone was answering there in the chat. It's a reactive plating. Reactive armor is what that's called. What I was trying to think of, those like rectangular armor plates on there. Yeah, that's mostly, I think that's like comes from tanks, but we can see it's sometimes people use it on Gunpla stuff as well. I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's next level stuff, that building.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, this is one of my favorite builds
I've been wanting to get that Zulu kit for a long time. Every time I see photos of it, it looks great.
Yeah, it's one of those kits that I think definitely, with a little bit of modification, it looks really, really good. Just straight out of the boxing, it's just missing something, but I think it wouldn't take much just to make it look super cool.
Man, are we gonna get a master grade Gira? Oh, that'd be so cool. Gosh.
Really hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. This next kit is red.
Red Sinanju.
Ding dong ding.
What are the odds? Man. Oh gosh.
Yeah, there aren't too many totally red, but it's the HG, and it's actually the Neo Zeong.
Oh man.
So here you go.
It's so funny. I still love how teeny tiny the Sinanju is in this. So mini.
This one is by Peter Sasonko. Really don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly again. Sasonko, maybe. Hope that's correct. Peter, you can say here PA Studio, I guess is his handle there. So
have you seen a Zeong in person?
Huh?
Have you seen a Zeong in person?
Yeah,
Zeong?
sure.
Yep. Man, I haven't seen one. They must be a freaking monster.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
When you went to GWC, there wasn't one there?
I don't think so. They
in like the expo part of it?
The expo, no, because when I was over there in Japan, it wasn't the expo time because it was in December.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they still had that kind of stuff up, but well, you would have been able to see it in the Gunpla Tokyo Museum there.
I don't know if I saw it. Maybe I'm forgetting, but I don't think so. It was just all the other kits in around the little glass walls. Yeah, maybe I'm forgetting, but I don't think
it would have been there. I imagine if I remember correctly, it's in you know how like there was like the center area where they have like kind of the overflow, everything, and like usually a lot of the new stuff, whatever like the current series was in that like center area of that.
But the center area was taken up with all the actual entries for the GBWC.
Yeah, so maybe they moved it out.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I still can't believe this kit exists.
yeah, it's very huge.
It's quite huge. Yeah, the panel lines that they've added onto the skirt where you were just zoomed up before. That's some good work.
There's a lot of photos here, so I'll try to just go through some of these. I'm not sure about those water slides.
They look like there might be aftermarket ones or third party or something.
Yeah, but I don't know who put out those water slides. They look really similar to. They look like really similar to some Mechanicore style. Water slides. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to know where he got those. They do look quite nice. I mean, for people who maybe do have that kit.
Those panels on the shoulder armor. That's great. The panel that has the 2 silver circles in it. Those angled chisel details. I don't know how people do those. So clean. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of really nice scribing in this kit. I mean, someone was actually just asking me about this kit today. I just got a comment about this that I was answering about the Neo Zeong kit. And I was just recommending to him just to keep in mind that it is an HG, so it's not like incredibly detailed. It's just really huge.
Yeah.
But he's gone in and added some more detail.
Yeah, totally.
Looks really quite nice. It's interesting that he made it the same red as the Shinanju instead of being it darker.
Yep. Was it darker in the show?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's just the stock kit is definitely much darker.
That's right. It's more like a maroony sort of red. Yeah.
See, it looks like he has used some of that color, like here. There is some of that color still on a few of the parts.
I mean, I like it. I don't like it fully in that maroon, but if it was a slightly darker red than it is now, that'd be a bit better. Yeah.
Also, it's hard to tell, but I'm trying to see. Let's look at this picture. You can see a seam line here.
Oh yeah.
On the arm and up here.
Top. Yeah.
On that red part.
Yeah. Which is, you don't have to do it, but it is a shame when you're looking at it and it catches your eye, and you don't want to have your eye caught by that. You want to be catching your eye on panel lines and nice paint and stuff.
Yeah, so like if you're going to be putting all this work into that really super nice scribing on everything, then I would want to go in and do that. I also noticed about here, it looks like some areas don't look like they're panel lined. Like this inner detail, I think would have looked a lot better if there was just some panel line wash in there.
Yeah, just a wash on it for sure.
Bring out some of those details and stuff.
Yeah.
So like this is another thing kind of really similar to the PG Unicorn we looked at before. It's like such a huge kit. And you can imagine that like it just really takes it out of you to be doing something this big. Yeah.
And you just go, man, okay, I'm done. I'm just putting it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's some more close-up photos of just this Shinanju we can look at too.
Well, of course, this person's done the Neo Zeong after doing the Shinanju maybe, and they've done all the reverse washing and everything. And man, that'll take it out of you for sure. Now wait, is that the high grade? Oh yeah, that is the high grade. Yeah. Yeah.
So you can see here too.
I was confused because of the side waist piping, because it's all molded, and I'm like, wait, that's something about the RG or something, and it was that I was disappointed that the RG had solid molded piping as well, and it didn't have like an RG Zaku. That's what I was remembering. Yeah, but we won't get into that again.
But some really nice painting of all the thruster bells, all that kind of like heat. I don't know what you would call that. Anyway. Yeah. That fade between the blue and the orange there. I know that's a kind of tricky thing to paint.
Yep, I've tried that before. It is tricky.
All the decals on there all look quite nice as well.
Damn, Shinanju. Freaking that backpack. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get sick of it. And I like the colors on the gun too. Broken up nicely. Yeah.
Personally, I'm not a fan of metallic or silver gun barrels, and it's something that you see relatively often. I think a lot of people like to do that, but personally, I don't really care for that. Here's a close up there.
On the scopes that looks good, but on the gun barrel it looks like it's just painted metallic. Yeah.
But I'm just not really a huge fan of metallics in general, as we've established.
Yeah.
Here too, I think there's some areas that look like could have done with a little bit more. Some areas it looks like he did do some panel lining.
Yeah, you're right.
Like this part looks like that is maybe panel lined a little bit, but then like this part back here, it looks like there's no panel lining on that.
Yeah, because like the orange, that has panel lining in it as well.
Oh yeah, that'd have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So no, maybe you're just really selective with that.
Where did they get the 1144 bazooka from? Is that from the RG? Was there like
I forget.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't remember offhand, but that does exist. I can't remember if maybe it came with this kit.
I don't think it comes with the high grade Shinanju.
I mean with the Neo Zeong.
Oh, maybe.
I think possibly. Can't remember, but anyway.
Oh yeah, open hatch. Here we go.
So that is a big kit.
That was good. That was nice.
All right, let's see. This next one is the same kit to one that we have looked at already earlier in the evening.
Oh gosh, Amazing Exia?
Nope.
No. That?
Not exactly the same kit, but same design.
Same design? RX?
Nope.
GM.
Nope. You couldn't guess it before,
Epyon.
so I guess you're not gonna guess it here. Yeah, Epyon.
Epyon, I just said it. Yes.
Yeah. Just
but
as
this is the
this
old
would
1/100?
be the old 1/100 scale.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's got that
good colors.
It's got that really awful chest design.
Yes.
Of that old 100 scale.
Yeah.
Back when I was first getting into Gunpla, I really loved the design of the Epyon, and I really wanted to get this kit for a long time. But now I'm kind of glad that I never really did, because the master grade looks so much better. And even the master grade, I actually don't really quite like. I kind of wish the master grade was more closer to the original TV design.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But anyway, so I guess what I mean to say is I'm still not completely pleased with any version of the Epyon.
See, that's why you just got to not watch any of the shows, because then you can't be disappointed. I just haven't seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The master grade is just like a little bit too overly detailed for me.
It's super detailed. Yeah. I mean, I was so excited for that kit because the inner frame's just insane looking.
All right. So, but anyway, yeah, I mean, the colors are not to my personal taste, but I think the layout of the colors works pretty well. Has kept it. I mean, I only have these two pictures here to show. But
I like it because they've gone with the. I mean, this is a good old complementary color scheme with the green and the purple. I think that works good because they pop off each other. Yeah.
That really light blue, you mean?
The purple and the green.
The green accents.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
For like the beam effect and the little cameras.
The little eyes, yeah, on the feet. Yeah.
This one as well looks like it's not pena-lined.
I can't tell. Some on the blue looks like it might be. Maybe the panel lines are really shallow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just because I think this kit just I don't think he's done the panel lining on this kit. I could be wrong, but I think just the kit just has really obvious panel lines.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, I remember seeing a review or photos of this. Yeah,
those 90s 1/100 scale wing kits were very detailed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool take on that design. It's kind of interesting how it almost matches that pot behind it in the color scheme.
Yeah, maybe that's why they took the photos in front of it. Yeah, that's a nice pot.
All right. That was, did I mention that was from Rob Felipe?
Anya Rob Felipe.
All right, let's look at one more here.
Okay.
We only have a few left, but I think we can finish up next time.
Yeah, cool.
This one is from Robert Quaresma. I think that's right.
Okay, nailed it.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
Okay, have I got a clue?
No.
RX.
Yeah. I was gonna clue you, but
that's all right.
It's all right. This would be, which version of the master grade is that?
No, I think it's HG.
Is it?
Wait.
No, the hands. Oh.
Oh.
It's definitely a master grade.
But that photo before, the hand looks HG.
This one, I think it's maybe because it's maybe the 1.0 master grade.
One, yeah, it might be the one. Okay, that's why the elbow joints look super simple.
Or
I'm thrown.
Yeah, I'm really confused now. Because now I think that this looks like actually none of those. I think this is maybe the jumbo size kit, the jumbo scale kit.
And does that mean the 1/100 hands would fit it or something?
No, it'd be bigger than that.
Okay.
Jumbo grade.
Yeah, that's really, if you look at the stuff that's on the desk near it, What's that little figure on a white box in that photo?
Wait.
Little, down on the bottom, there's a little figure. Let's zoom up on that one. No, up to number 7 image. Go to 7. We're gonna work this out, and then see the white box down the bottom. Yeah. What's down there? Let's zoom in. Let's get detective on this.
Okay.
Oh, look at the quality.
I don't think that's anything.
Okay, that's nothing.
But let me see here. Let's switch over. I did switch. I did pull up the jumbo gray, and that sounds familiar. I think I remember getting an email where someone was mentioning about painting the jumbo grade. But I mean, there's an idea of the size, and that looks like it's about that size.
Yeah. And it looks like the photo just above it on the left, it looks like it's got those hands. So maybe those hands aren't articulated. They're just kind of open mechanical hands.
And let me just switch back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The hands were throwing me off. They kept looking like the Master Grade 3.0 hands.
So here you can see that. So like here's how it comes. It's like already assembled.
Oh, it's already
like toy.
Oh wow.
Basically. And then he's painted it up. Yeah, I do remember getting an email about someone painting a jumbo grade. So that looks to be like that's what that is. And this looks like a very similar thing. All right, let me switch back here. So it's painted in the real type colors, which are always cool. So man, how would you maybe how would you have got the decals for that then? Yeah, you can tell like from like the warping of that's must be just plastic, right?
Yeah,
like toy softer plastic.
Sure, okay. Yeah,
like polystyrene.
Tons of masking. Holy crap! Look at that, like calves on the knee. Jeez.
So I wonder if maybe what he did was just design the decals himself.
Oh yeah, possibly.
To get him to be the right size and scale. I don't know. They look like they're the right scale for some parts, because like these ones here, like on the chest, those could be, because I think that Samuel has like RG style decals for the mega size kit.
Oh yeah.
Which would be pretty close in scale to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe he used the decals for the mega size on this, but on like something like this, that would be a different size, that ankle armor. And that looks like it fits this scale, right?
Unless those decals, there's like some side ones, and then there's a double dashes, and then there's an arrow.
Yeah.
So unless those are actually just made up from another decal sheet, and he's just rectangle.
Yep. Yeah, I was just about to say that too. I just noticed that as well. Yeah, I think you're right on that actually.
And the ones on the calves, they look semi-metallic, like rainbow metallic. Yeah, and then
that's just
a little bit rainbowy. And the back photo where you can see the back of his legs, you can see that a little bit more. They might be some just generic sticker sheet or something.
I think that's just some light reflecting in the photo. I mean, they look straight white to me. I mean, that I see what you mean, but to me that looks like it's more of just light reflection.
Yeah. Okay.
That color. But that's quite interesting. I don't think I mean, that's obviously not a very common kit, and it's cool that he's done it in some custom colors. Painting one of those huge toys.
What a project to undertake, man.
Yeah, I guess here we should have known from this first photo compared to that iPhone. It's huge.
Oh, nothing gets by us. We're so good.
I'm trying to figure out like that's like the 1.5. I know it's not the 1.5.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, are those 3.0 hands? Oh my gosh, we're nailing it. Oh gosh.
To be fair, I think this is I don't think I've ever even seen this thing in person, so it's rare to say the least.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It looks like maybe he didn't paint the head at all. Maybe just left that.
Okay. Maybe he did the reds.
I'm looking back at the photos of the toy. On the toy, like on the official thing, the Vulcans are in yellow. Otherwise, everything else is the original colors there. And I can imagine how, I mean, all the masking involved with repainting the head would probably be a bitch.
Oh, geez, hell yeah, that'd be terrible.
I can understand maybe how he was just like kind of, nah, I think I'll just leave that and just paint the Vulcans in different color and call it a day.
Totally.
Because it doesn't look like, I mean, when you look at the whole thing, it doesn't look like weird that the head is white.
Actually, no, I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Because of the whole like prototype color schemes are always really wacky like that.
Yeah, pieces and parts are all different colors, so it kind of works.
Mm-hmm. That the water slide on the red one around the leg, that one does look metallic to me.
That looks metallic.
Oh
yeah, for sure.
I don't know, I can't tell, but that one definitely does look a bit different. But red metallic striping decals, I don't think I've ever seen before.
Yeah, no way.
Unless he did that, unless he made them himself. I don't know. So interesting. It's a really interesting build. Very unique.
Yeah, really interesting paint, not build.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder how well that kit comes apart, exactly how much masking you had to do, because it obviously doesn't look superposable. The legs especially look like they're probably not much there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, would have gone through a bunch of paint too.
Yeah, wow. So, I mean, maybe he just did it with just spray can.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of airbrushing, because that'd be a pain to airbrush. And it doesn't look like there's any like pre-shading or anything like that you would really need an airbrush. Like, just do your masking and then just do it with a spray can. Would have worked fine for that. All right.
Yeah.
That was Robert Quaresma again. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we can finish next time.
That'll be good for the next one. Yeah.
Then there's a gnat, something flying around in here. Then a lot of people, every time we do one of these, someone asks me when they can submit more photos. So maybe after next month, maybe do a couple months and maybe just kind of like we did before, just kind of checking out Modelers G, some random stuff.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm cool for that. And then, hopefully by then we can check out Joshy D's Zeta Plus because it'll be freaking done
on Modelers G.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, what's this one?
Or just come across and just like pretend like someone just copied yours.
Oh man, yeah, totally.
You got what the. But so maybe that would put us maybe around the end of the summer. Maybe we can get some more submissions and then look at some more people's stuff later on.
But, cool. Yeah. I'm happy with everybody and sending theirs in. It's good fun, especially if they're actually in the chat. That's really
cool. That we can get to hear from people in real time. It's very convenient.
I'm going to show you something. This has nothing to do with Gunpla, but have you seen the thing where you can make like a little hologram with your cell phone?
No.
This is like 4 little pieces of plastic from a CD case, and it's like a trapezoid. And there's like some tutorials on YouTube. It's just sticky tape together. And then there's videos on YouTube that have 4 little things moving. So I'm going to try and test this out. We're going to see how this works.
You haven't tried it yet?
I've tried it, but I'm going to see if it works for you guys.
Whoa!
Oh man, it's actually really cool.
Whoa!
And you can like spin it around, and it's on the different. Whoa. So man, it takes you like 10 or so minutes to do. And you do it, and you like, let's see if I can. Oh no! Drop that. You can actually like hold it above it, and you can have the jellyfish be in different spots and stuff. Anyway, it's a fun little project to do. So I reckon everybody try that out if you're bored.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Josh is chipping away, painting the Zeta. I'm chipping away on the mega size. People have been asking me a bunch. Oh, what happened to my mega size Zaku? Seeing as how Henry is now long finished with his. It is coming along here. I'll just show a little bit of this. I've still got you presented there. Let me just present this. Yo.
That is freaking huge.
It's ridiculous. So like added this little vent here, kind of like Origin style. This the Vulcan kind of machine gun there in the chest. This kind of bit here on the top.
Like that.
Little thingy there. Adding some little like screw details. Little handle details.
Wow. See, the good thing about this is adding details, you have to make them small. And on this, you can do them small.
So like chiseling some bits on here.
Where do you get your little handles from?
Oh, what?
Where do you get your little handles from?
Yo. So it's Kotobukiya. This is set 132. If you want to check these out.
Yeah. So I might do some speed ordering of those for my base. That's cool.
P132. Yeah, I really like. I have a bunch of this one in particular. It's kind of one of my favorite sets of Kotobukiya, and then also really love this one for the vents.
Oh, I think I might have this. That's cool.
And this for like these little armor panels. This is a really common one. I'm sure probably seen loads of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, chipping away at that slowly but surely. I don't know.
Maybe,
huh?
You know what colors you might do on that?
It's gonna be mostly kind of standard Zaku 2 kind of colors, just slightly tweaked a little bit, and then, like I mentioned before, I'm doing the arms different. I've got the part actually set in here so I can show you, like we mentioned before. So one of the arms I wanted to look like it was like replaced with the kind of new arm, so you can see.
Oh yeah.
Stock arm, and this one is the different one. So I cut that out and set that.
That's cool.
And made it more round at the top and got rid of the details on the side. It's kind of like blown out. Can't really see that well. Just changing up a little bit there on the back.
Oh, that's great.
So just trying to make them in, and then when they're painted up in different colors, that will obviously make them look quite a bit different as well. So one of the arms will be a different color, but otherwise pretty standard Zaku 2 colors, I think, for the most part. And then like I did all the hosing is like that kind of Thunderbolt style. Hosing, so
big witchy grubs. You know witchy grub? Yeah, big witchy grubs. Yeah.
Yep. So working on that, and yeah, like I said, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but just want to mention it again now because there's a lot more people actually watching live now. On Thursday, on June 1st, I'll have an announcement for just kind of big announcement regarding my channel and stuff, and then also announcing a giveaway so you guys can win some free stuff at the time. So Thursday, watch for that.
And I wanted to shout out to Alex. Alex, who's in the chat. He's been moderating the chat. I didn't give him a shout out last time. So yeah. How would you say it? Alex Dadoof, I guess, is what his username is.
Yep. Alex Dadoof.
Alex Dadoof. He's got a YouTube channel, so Alex Dadoof Studios. So you guys check that out. He's put up some videos on working on his GM Sniper 2, mixing lacquer paints, and trip around Japan as well. So check that out. Yeah.
Yep. I shared that on my Facebook page as well. But yeah, again, if you guys haven't checked out Alex's channel, do check it out. And also, Strider Prime is there in the chat, asks, are you doing my contest? I think that question is toward me or us. I want to. It's just a matter of time. So we'll see. There's like 3 months or something like that. So kind of plenty of time. But
I definitely can't because I got to focus on my Zeta. But if I finish it early, maybe. Yeah.
I've been meaning to work on some IBO kits. I've yet to paint a single IBO kit, so I've got all of them. So yeah, plenty to work with. So if I can before the deadline, hopefully we'll be able to enter that. Anyway, so all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. We'll finish up looking through all the entries next month.
Yeah, good fun. Thanks for joining in the chat, everybody. Thanks for watching along.
think I've been watching too much PewDiePie. And just started doing that. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. See you guys.
Catch you later.
Bye.